Bree here, welcome to my channel. So I got this dress from H&M for $20 and it turns out it didn't fit me well. So I'm going to show you how I change it into this. Before I start, if you could do me a favor and subscribe to my channel in the bottom right corner, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So this dress was not fitting me in the right places, and I was not feeling those sleeves at all. What I'm going to do is remove the sleeves and bring in the bust and waist area to make the dress hug me a little more. Here are the materials I'm going to use for this look. I'm also going to use measuring tape. First, I'm going to lay the dress out and make sure all the seams are as straight and aligned as possible. Next, I'm going to carefully cut off the sleeves. It is important to not overcut the sleeves. That can lead to the original seams in the dress to unravel over time, which is why I did not cut the fabric that I'm folding over. I'm going to use a seamless sewing method to keep these down. I'm using about 2 feet of thread for this part. I'm making sure to leave at least 2 inches of thread as I'm pulling through so that I can lock in the sewing when I'm done. For the seamless threading, I'm not stitching all the way through the connecting fabric. I'm entering at the top, sending the needle into the connecting fabric, making sure to not go all the way through, then turning back into that top section and sending it through. It's easier to angle the needle sideways to avoid impaling the bottom layer. Make sure the stitching width is about less than 1/2 inch apart from each other. I'm repeating this method until the fabric is completely sealed. I'm putting the needle in the pin holder so that I won't lose it, then cutting the finishing thread. Again, leaving at least 2 inches of thread to lock in the sewing. On the right, I'm using my shoelaces to show exactly how I'm locking the thread. It's almost like repeating the beginning of the shoelace process 5 times, then using the knot that people would usually use to keep air or water in a balloon 2 times. It'll all make more sense once I'm done the demonstration on the right. My knots might be a bit excessive, but I promise it pays off in the long run. Now I'm going to do the same knotting method to the beginning part of where I had sewn, which is why at least 2 inches of thread need to be left on each side. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Then that completes the sleeveless section. Now I'm going to take in the bust and waist area from the sides. On the sides, at the top of the dress, I'm folding the fabric inward. By doing that, I'm taking 2 inches off each side of the dress. Please adjust to your size, you might not need to take off 2 inches. Next, pull the bottom of the dress at the seam so that the dress can fold itself naturally. As you can see, I'm also making sure that all of the seams are straight and connecting. I'm taking some pins out of my pin holder and pinning where the fabric is folded. Once both sides are pinned, I'm going to unbutton the dress to show how the inside of the dress should look. For this part, I'm using about a yard of thread. Also, the closer to the edge the pins are, the better. If needed, add more pins for better precision when sewing. For this part, I'm going to use the regular stitching method, which means I'm sending the thread all the way through away from me, then sending it back through from the other side towards me. Make sure the stitching width is about less than a half an inch apart from each other. Try to sew as close to the pins as possible while sewing straight down. I'm sewing an inch past the seam that is closest to the waist. This is how it's going to look once finished. Don't forget to tie each end of the open thread just like previously shown on the seamless sewing section. I'm going to repeat this on the other side of the dress, and finally, this is the finishing look. It should now be a cute sleeveless dress. That fits me in all the right places. Now, y'all can't tell me those sewing skills weren't tough. I'm getting lit with this sewing dance too.